are people there already just milling about. My dad gets up there to start preparing for his big speech, and I'm feeling pretty good. The room starts to fill up, and pretty soon it's packed. And people are filling the aisles and standing behind us. And my dad starts to speak, and we're howling with laughter. The whole room is just reverberating with laughter. I don't know what to compare this to except for maybe a comedy club. My face hurts, my stomach aches. I can barely breathe from laughing so hard. He told some embarrassing stories about me, but little did he know that I would be here tonight. And I could get my revenge on him for that. Really, I never worried about him again in front of people. He just loved to entertain, and I wish he were up here tonight to entertain for you guys. And I wouldn't be up here, but you have me. And it's really an honor to be here tonight. And I did come up with a little plan so that I wouldn't have to be up here. I invited a whole bunch of people to come and read for you. And as a self-described sloth, I do believe my dad would be quite proud of me for that.
The reading that I'd like to do tonight was written April 21st in 2001, and it's called Replace Earth Day with Binge Day. Hold on, this is not going to work. Excuse me just a second. Ed would never come up in a sweater and a t-shirt wasn't hanging out like this. But seriously, Ed was the biggest slob I knew. His lunch would end up on your shirt. Had a conversation with him. So, by the way, Ed gave me this shirt. Okay. Earth Day is Friday, and as a loyal resident of Earth, I want to celebrate properly. I may have already found the wrong way to celebrate. In 2003, I was invited to speak in an Earth Day rally in Alamosa. Being rather immodest, I accepted. But my 170-mile round-trip drive must have damaged the ozone layer, or accelerated global warming, or otherwise worsened whatever we were worried about 8 years ago. The gathering in Cole Park was pleasant, but there were generators growling and smoking to provide electricity for the amplifiers. This didn't strike me as especially earth-friendly. And when my stage turn came, I followed Peggy Godfrey from Moffat, who's a cowboy poet, or cowgirl poetess. However you describe her, she's a great performer. I kind of felt like the local garage band that somehow ended up appearing after the Rolling Stones. Peggy is a hard act to follow. This was clearly not an appropriate Earth Day commemoration for me. But what would be? To find out, I called the greenest person I know, my daughter Abby in Eugene, Oregon. She has a big garden and keeps chickens. She and her husband Aaron don't own a car. Aaron bicycles 12 miles to his teaching job. Abby's always on the lookout for local foods and gentler ways to run her household. For instance, she washes her long brown hair with baking soda and vinegar instead of commercial shampoo. Where are you, Abby? Is this true? Okay, so glorifying her beautiful hair. It's baking soda and vinegar. Excuse me?
All my secrets.
That's the only secret he gives away here, at least in this chapter. I should point out that we did not raise Abby to turn out this way. As we had a car, but no chickens. It's a choice she made after graduating with honors from the University of Colorado, Denver, with a degree in history. So, how do you plan to celebrate Earth Day? I asked Abby, expecting to hear she'd be at a big rally in downtown Eugene Park. I know some people who are driving clear up to Vancouver, BC for an Earth Day festival. She laughed at the irony, but for us it'll pretty much be the same as any other day. I'll feed the chickens, gather eggs, tend the garden, take Ezra for a walk, hope he naps long enough for me to get some writing done. What I do most days. Abby's got the right idea here. If you care about the environment, forget about Earth Day trips and celebrations, and live simply every day. When you think about it, focusing on the environment once a year doesn't make much sense, especially when that celebration often involves burning a lot of fuel. But there does seem to be a basic human need for annual celebrations, And to that end, I propose a yearly binge day. On the other 364 days of the year, we would live simple green lives with local food and drink. We would walk, bicycle, or ride public transit to get around. We would eschew gaudy imported novelties, fad electronics destined for quick obsolescence, and other trashy foods, goods, and gewgaws. Does anybody know that word, gewgaws? Okay, thank you. I was like, how do you pronounce that? Okay. In other words, we would live prudently and sensibly, following adages like waste not, want not. The global economy might contract on that account, but it seems to be doing that anyway. On binge day, though, we could pig out on champagne and corn-fed prime rib. We rent a Hummer, an Escalade, drive to the shopping mall for an orgy of conspicuous consumption. We'd ignore the recycling bins and just toss our abundant trash in a barrel. And after the once-a-year binge day blowout, we'd go back to living sensibly. Add it up, and binge day should be about 364 times better for the environment than Earth Day.